JD here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 22 as always. And we are finally back with some Hotlap and setup videos. And I'm sorry it's been quite a while since I've done my last Hotlap and setup guide. Been quite busy in real life, and I do like to spend quite a bit of time making these sort of videos, just trying to make it as detailed as I possibly can, and also just trying to get a good lap on the board as well. But we are back for Mexico, and as usual, I'll be showing you the full lap first right here, and then we will be breaking it down in more detail. And this lap didn't actually take me too long at all. And usually for me, that's quite a good sign when it comes to a setup where it doesn't take too long. It's very easy to be consistent, lapping within the same 10th lap after lap. And this setup here, like pretty much most of my setups in time trial, I do try and tailor a little bit more towards the race, because I know that a few people will be using these, and I will save it for other videos where I'm just trying to go flat out for the world record, where I'll use a bit more of an aggressive one. So hopefully this is drivable and usable for you. And yeah, Mexico is a track that I've enjoyed driving on for many times on previous F1 games. Hasn't always been my fastest track over one lap, so I was actually very happy with this lap itself. I think only really sector 1 I could gain quite a lot of time, because you can cut the curbs quite a bit. That's something I don't really like to do around here. But I will be doing a lot more tutorial videos coming up on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed to that. I'll be doing a no assist series very shortly. Also, I have a lot more one-to-one coaching slots available with me at coachlimitless.com. I've actually opened up quite a few more starting from next week. So if you like a session with me, head over to there, and it will be a pleasure for me to help you improve. But that was the full lap. Now let's break it down. So at the start finish line, obviously you've got this absolutely huge straight going to here, so it gives you plenty of time to think about your braking zone or braking point into turn 1. But as I come into here, try and use the track on the left hand side, and I'm kind of using this little thing above the track. Once I almost go underneath that is my braking point. So just before the 100-meter board, I'm going to be kissing this curb, so try and stay as far right as you can. Don't let it drift out any further than the middle of the track here. Any further than that will compromise you for turn 2. Then turn in very early for this turn 2. Try and use all this curb on the inside. You want to cut this as much as you can. I actually kiss the second curb. A lot of people do take this as well. Do find it to be a little bit more inconsistent in terms of how the car bounces off it. So I actually avoid that. Use the track on the exit, getting this DRS sign, and now coming towards the end of this sector 1. I want to be looking really just at this 100-meter board. So as you get in line with that is going to be your braking point. So braking quite late into this corner. Want to be kissing the curb on the inside again. Very similar to turn 1. Let it go in the middle of the track. No further than that, so you can get a good run. Nice late apex into this right-hander. Use all the track. Open up that steering wheel as much as you can. And then coming into here, a lot of this is by feeling, but I actually use this pole when it's sunny. I use this shadow. So once I go past that is my turning point. Ignore the first apex. Try and hit the second apex. Use all the track on the exit. Now coming into this very fast section, looking at this black box. Once I pass that's my turn in. So really attack this corner nice and early. Try and cut this corner as much as you can on this inside. And going through this section, you want a wheel on the inside of every one of these curves. So a wheel on the inside here, so almost 4 wheels off the track. Get on the green stuff. Make sure you do the same for this one as well. So almost 4 wheels off the track here. Try and stay as far left as you possibly can. Once this curve starts, that is your turning in point. So just before the green part of the track, that is your turning in point for this right-hander. And again, try and get a wheel on this inside. You really need to hook a wheel on each of these curves, because otherwise, if you get it wrong, it will unsettle the rhythm of the rest of it. And they're very much the same for this left-hander as well. On the exit, don't forget the DRS sign. A lot of people do forget that. Try to use all the track on this left-hand side, and pretty much as you hit this curb, that is your breaking point. So try and be patient coming to here. Go on the power as you hit the apex. Use all the track on the exit, aiming for this black box. And once your wheel is straight, that's when you want to start turning in for this left-hander. So do it nice and gradually. Try to do a nice late apex for this left-hander. You don't want to be hitting the sausage curb too early, so really kissing this curb. This one in time trial, you can actually take this quite a bit. Online, I would probably avoid this sausage curb. Try and open up the steering wheel, keep the wheel as straight as you can. Black box above the track again. Once you pass that, that is your turning in point. Keeping it in third gear here, you can do it in fourth, but I go to fourth gear once I hit the apex. Try and use all the track on the exit, but then try and minimize the distance of it by keeping it tight. And that is a 14.8, which I'm quite happy with, actually, considering my one lap pace isn't my strongest suit. And that was enough to be in the top 10 around this circuit, which, yeah, I was actually quite surprised with how quickly we could do that. So maybe this is a track I come back to in the future, trying to maybe a little bit more of an aggressive setup to see what I could do. But we'll go down on my setup here, which again has only been tailored with a little bit just to make it more stable. So 21-15 wing, so a little bit faster in a straight line than what most people are. 60-50 differential. Then it's going to be the right, left, pretty standard. Now it's going to be 1-3-2-1-4-7. A lot of people run 1-1-1-1 or 4-6, just increasing the front roll bar a little bit and the rear ride height to make it a bit more stable. And brakes 150, and I would always recommend putting the rear pressures down to minimum. I always have the front on minimum for most tracks, but in time trial you can get away with the rears on maximum. For this, I would advise you to run minimum tyre pressures and maybe increase the rear pressures if you feel they're getting a little bit too chilly. But that is my hot lap and setup around Mexico. I really hope you found that useful. Please let me know down below, or just by liking the video or just commenting if you have found it useful. I will be doing many more tutorials in the future. One-to-one coaching, many more slots available actually for next week, which I've just opened up. So thank you so much for support on the channel, and I'll be catching you very, very soon. Peace.